Morning, guys. Just making my coffee, tea, about to meditate. But today's one of those days where I am so tired that if I recorded when I was back in my bed over there, I would have fallen asleep in it. Client meetings are done. Let's go! Chillin', 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 chillin'. I've got a little bit of stuff to do for the clients, but I have not had really any caffeine today, which is crazy. 2:34, as you guys can see. Honestly, as you guys know, I've been really tired today. I think what the best practice is going to be for me right now, all my client work is pretty much done too. Sorry, I'm just crossing off my task list. He's done, that done. So the only thing left I have to do is work on chapter 4 for this video, and I'm not in a mental state to do that right now. So I'm going to take maybe a little power nap, do a little bit of reading, and then yeah, kind of come back into flow after that. I need sleep. Bro's trying to get the affiliate. Yeah, there's no way. Is this one day? No, wait, go back. Let's see how many. Alright, guys, let me tell you the story about what has happened today. So, I woke up from my nap, and it was 6:30, as you guys can see on my calendar. And I had a massive headache. Like a massive, massive headache. So, I kind of just rotted for the next 3.5 hours, not really getting anything done, just like having a headache and watching a lot of YouTube, because that's what you do as a YouTuber. And after that, I had a neurogum. I haven't even touched any of the coffee from this morning, but I had the neurogum because I don't want to stay up too late. I still don't know how late I'm going to stay up. But I just locked in and got chapter 4 done. I genuinely didn't think I was going to be able to do it today, but I'm just getting faster at editing as expected. But now I'm banging these chapters out. I did this one in like 2-3 hours, which is much better considering the other ones took 8+ hours, like crazy amounts of time. So make sure I save this so I don't bite my words. But now I'm waiting for my team meeting with my editor to do his start of day, my end of day. He is not awake. I think he might have slept in. Regardless, I'm gonna stay up. But yeah, what a comeback on the day. And honestly, a really good Monday. I will have completed my task list and actually got deep work done on a Monday instead of just doing my meetings and kind of a bunch of other light work. And yeah, I'm gonna make my tea, kind of sit and think now that I've got some stuff done and figure out what I'm gonna do next. Might be an all-nighter. Always such a cool thing to see hands-free editing. No, I'm just kidding. It's my editor logging in for the day. But it's always so cool to see. And I've made myself a tea, rhyming like a bee. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do that to you guys yet. But I am just going to, it's 2 a.m. right now. I'm going to sit and do a little bit of work planning out my product. But anytime that I'm doing work like this, I always like to just go in my backyard and walk around in circles for a bit. So gonna do that, listen to some music, and I'm gonna come back home, come back inside, and slam out some work on the product. And I took a nap, like I mentioned, so I'm gonna be up for probably a late night. I have no meetings tomorrow, so can get away with that. And yeah, super excited. Whoa. All right. Well, it is 4:33 a.m. and I'm pretty tired. I don't think I'm gonna go for 8 hours of sleep because I had a nap, so maybe 3 to 5 hours, and I'll get to it. We'll see how that stands in tomorrow's video. But yeah, really good day. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm getting a lot better at editing, so I'm making more progress on the videos that I'm doing. I made some crazy tweaks to the setup again. I put the second monitor away. I really tried with it. I really tried. It was helpful, kinda, to have like the actual monitor on my calendar and everything, but it's like it's like a floodgate effect. It's like you give access to it and it will be productive until your willpower drops, and then you start using it unproductively again. That being said, another thing I did, so this is by the way, this is like a sweet extension that I have for all my bookmarks. So you don't see my active working bookmarks here. I just prefer it that way. But this extension, I had the idea of implementing, and I was like, I wonder if there's a way to limit my tabs. And it turns out there's an extension that does exactly that. So you can see I have a limit of 2 tabs. If I try to create a new tab, it won't let me. And that's super good for intentional. My camera recording cut off and I just talked for like 3 extra minutes. Another productivity change I made is I got rid of my wheelchair. Like, not wheelchair. I got rid of my chair with wheels, and I'm testing using my dining room table chair. I saw it in a video of when I started entrepreneurship. I had like just a fixed position chair, and I think the wheelchairs might be a psyop sold to make people focus less, because just sitting in a fixed position chair that's not that comfortable, no upper back support, I actually think you get more worked up. So we'll see how that kind of pans out. As I showed you guys, I'm editing the vlog. Color grading to do there. Yeah, this kind of is how I keep my drawer. It's like an open battle station of like my SD card and then my SSD, which is what I edit these off of. And as these videos export, the file for today is not too big, but I'm going to be reading Psychology of Money. Again, chapter 9, Wealth's What You Don't See. Very interesting concepts. I've always understood wealth as quiet, but this book's kind of reframing it to wealth is hidden. And it's funny. When we see wealth, we don't act like wealth is actually invisible, right? It's an interesting concept. When you see a rich person, oh, not even a rich person, you see a wealthy person, like someone you know has got money, and they're smart with their money too. Unless you like get their like statements of their accounts and their investments, if you look at their house, if you look at their cars, if you look at maybe the watch they're wearing, all this stuff, that is a reflection of their richness. Like, that's not actually their wealth. And you can argue like, yeah, some of this is investment, all this stuff. From what I've observed, people buy stuff like watches, art, and have a lot of these collector things. Yeah, I mean, no, because sometimes it's good not to have it in like hard assets or are good as investments. My point is like the things that really are wealthy, people don't notice them and they're relatively invisible. And it's just an interesting concept, and I've never thought about it this way, that you, like, by showing wealth or by showing riches, you're actually losing them. It's like, oh, our perception of someone being rich is that they spent $100,000, but that's not, doesn't equate to the actual amount of money they had. Anyways, I'm on page 94. I like to do a lot of reading into just financial education and intelligence, because at the end of the day, like, business is cool, but I want to save and build a fortune. So you have to actually understand wealth, right? Because easy part's getting it, hard part is keeping it. Yeah, gonna finish this, and I'll see. I'm gonna aim for like 3 to 5 hours of sleep. Yeah, I said, but I don't know. Tomorrow gonna be an interesting day. I'll talk about what I'm gonna do there. Minor thing in this messy drawer I have. I just forget I buy a watch. This watch is like $10, by the way, on Amazon. You can search it up. It's the Kakabi. It's straight from China. And nobody would notice. That's the craziest part. But I forget to wear watches or any of these. Like, the only thing I don't forget to wear outside of my essential clothing every single day is my hat. And it's because I look like this with my hair 99% of the time, and I just don't care to manage it. So just head up. But yeah, very, very interesting. And all right, well, I'm on a schizo rant because I'm sleep deprived. I'll see you guys tomorrow.